Intro it, dude.
Intro, dude.
It's not my channel, bro.
Intro, bro.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Sensei's channel. It's just Sensei now, yeah?
That's right, it is, dude.
It's just Sensei.
It is. Bruck called me FaZe today.
He did it twice. He said it to me before you came in the room.
Honestly, now we're going to fight, bro. Now we got to fight.
He was like, FaZe is here, okay. I was like, well...
Sensei or Isaiah? Honestly, come on, Josh, bro.
Did you tell the people you got a fresh line while you were here?
Bro, I got this.
They probably saw in the last video.
They were drawing lines, bro.
The guy took a pencil to your head. Arizona barbers are different, dude.
$50 and it's been an hour on my head.
Pause. But here we go. We ready for the video? Go ahead. Today I am answering questions. Or no, I'm answering. Yes. You're asking.
You know what's going on.
You guys are asking.
Like, I don't do this.
What are you doing here? If they're asking the questions, what are we doing?
I'm the
You're the moderator. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
So you guys had questions for me, I guess,
yes.
on behalf of Sensei.
I'm interviewing Wade.
Yeah.
I just needed some help from the questions. You know me. I do the bare minimum.
You don't write your own questions.
I do the bare minimum.
You're the pretty boy. Shows up on
I don't
camera.
even know if I have any questions. But it's hard because like I'm in the camp, so I'm not like when you usually do it, you're like you gotta ask like the general questions. I might ask some questions. I might ask some.
I'd like some credit.
And if you want to answer it, whatever. But I'll
sure.
If it's not on there, I'm absolutely you know.
All right, let's go, dude. So first off, this picture you've clearly photoshopped. That is not the size of my neck.
It kind of looks photoshopped.
It does. The scary part is that's actually not Photoshop. Why? How do I fix it? I need to fix it. It looks like it's growing more.
The traps are better, but the show, I don't know.
My traps are crazy. Don't disrespect the traps.
I know they're there. I don't know what to tell you.
My neck is taller than your head. Like if I cut my neck off and stuck it next to your head, it's just the same. The memes will be glorious on this video as well.
All right, here we go. Okay, first question from Lesra Gomez. What is the fight kit looking like? Okay, can you talk about that yet?
Yeah, well, so okay.
You told me a little bit, but I honestly like.
I actually have a picture. It's artwork. We don't have it done, and I don't know that it's gonna get done.
Okay.
In time for the fight, we might have to do something else, but I can show the people.
Yeah.
So this is the art as of right now.
Okay.
So the idea is to keep it as much secret as I can. It's Tennessee.
Yeah.
People in the U.S. will know that I'm a massive University of Tennessee Vol fan. You see the checkers. You see the one side solid, one side checkerboard. Obviously orange and white. That's going to be a theme here. Made by the great Chloe Concept, a.k.a. my girlfriend.
Fire.
The art is...
W.
Chloe. You
don't feel like you're going to blend in too much with your kit?
Okay. I'm not that white, dude. Look, we're the same level of white in this picture.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're like white and red, which is kind of like orange.
I'm just getting stuck on the neck.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. You want to go there? I'm stuck on the neck and the fact that my shorts look like I was Larry Bird's teammate. But anyway, yeah, no. The fight kit is orange and white. If we can get it done in time, there's just been a lot. I'm sure you know this. When you go to fight, you have to worry about a lot more than just the fight. We're trying to get it there. So hopefully that'll be a little bit of a taste of what it looks like.
Peyton Darby. What would the Wade now say to the Wade that sparred Vidal and Le'Veon?
You know, both those situations were kind of different because one, I never sparred either of them. Two, I obviously know a little bit more now than I did. So I think I can handle myself a little better. But I would just say to him, do exactly what you did with Vidal. Be very, very nice.
Yeah.
Because Vidal's being a very, very nice guy. And with Le'Veon, just give yourself, be more offensive. Don't get worried about getting hit so much. Because I hadn't felt really what it felt like to get hit until I started actually doing this.
Right. And
it wasn't the end of the world. You know, okay, I got hit, whatever. Let's keep going. For Vidal, I'm doing the same damn thing. Be very nice to that dude. Because that's a future world champ, and he can piece you up like chicken from Popeyes.
Yeah, bro, facts. How quickly has it, from Peyton again, how quickly has your boxing skill progressed?
You're reading like me. What was that second word?
How quickly?
Oh. How quickly has my boxing skill progressed? Training in Cali to now training with BJ. Does your training schedule look like weekly? I don't want to talk too much about the training schedule.
Yeah.
But I would say once I got with BJ, there was a very different tone, different environment, and a very high learning scale. Because it was kind of... I had to. Getting here was it was necessary.
Yeah.
But, I got great work in Cali, too.
Yep.
It taught me a lot while I was there. But I would say getting with BJ was the best decision I probably could have made. Honestly, I wish I would have done it sooner. But...
Did you actually get in the car and just drive the next day?
So what happened?
Because we
the story.
Yeah.
He was in on it. So I came back from Qatar and
trained
the next day. Like, it was crazy. I was training. I trained for about 3 weeks in Cali, maybe 4. Came back from Qatar and was training. And we had spoken about my training in Cali, and I was like, you know, I'm getting there, but there's things that I want to do better. And then out of nowhere,
he wasn't telling me a lot. And that told me a lot.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to see footage.
And you guys
and
had
record.
seen.
And I'm like, he's not sending me something. And that to me, I'm like, he is not confident with what's going on.
Yeah. So, and you guys had seen I had some stuff under my eyes and been touched up on the nose and stuff. But the point was, I was just kind of doing what I thought I needed to do. And then I got a text from BJ. And it wasn't just a text.
That's right.
I now know this. BJ is super detail oriented.
Yeah.
This was a long phone, like, scrolling text. And it kind of told me everything that I needed to be doing.
Yeah.
And things that I thought I needed to be doing.
Yeah.
Without ever discussing it with him. I hadn't talked to BJ in like 3 months, 4 months.
Wow.
Called you, said, hey, this is what I'm thinking. You went, bro, you got it. Packed my car that night and was in Arizona the next morning at 11 a.m.
Damn.
5-hour trip.
Action and decision making.
Yeah, bro. So, to answer your question, I think it's been night and day difference.
Fire. Can you talk about this yet?
I'm going to say that one. Pablo is our guy.
Pablo's our guy.
We both know Pablo. He's the man. I think he's actually out here in AZ. The walkout song we're going to keep secret for now, but it's going to be a banger. We'll just say that. It's going to be a banger.
Right about that. Donuts.
Are you good? Are you hungry? I know that you've been...
Dude, freaking.
Every so often,
Smash burger.
He just says something, you know? It's just...
On a scale from 1 to 10, how hard would it be for Wade Plum to beat Sensei Ocasio in a boxing match?
I didn't know you put their name in there. 10.
Yeah.
It'd be very hard for me to beat Sensei in a boxing match.
I don't know about 10, bro.
It would be very difficult.
Yeah. I don't know
the only
10.
thing,
10 is like
the only way that I think I would win is if I somehow
you're in better shape.
Survive. Exactly.
You're in better shape.
If I was able to just keep you at bay for a little bit,
it's only a couple rounds. I'd be tired.
I would say round 3.
Yeah,
things might change a little bit.
Yeah, I'm tired because fatigue cancels everything. Bro.
Everything.
Shape cancels everything.
So if I got to round 3, which I don't think I would, because it would take very little for him to just have me on strings.
Yeah, bro. Wade's strong though, bro.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't see it because of the hoodie, but I've been doing this for a reason, by the way. I've been wearing a lot of hoodies and stuff. Yeah. Not showing to people yet, but I would say it'd be very difficult. I would put it at let's say an 8 to 9, only based off fatigue. If it was skills only, 20.
I'm saying like in my head, I say 7, like 7 or 6, just because if we're saying a fight, I'm not in shape.
You think I can just keep you off me with the jab for 3 rounds though? I don't think so.
Maybe, but if we're taking like the context of us fighting, if we're actually fighting,
I don't think that's what I'm saying.
No, but not like I was saying like fighting. Like if it's us, like I'm not treating you as anyone else. It's us. Like we have to fight each other.
Skill. We don't know each other.
No, we know each other.
Oh, we do. Okay.
Like we have to fight each other.
So can I use that to my advantage?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
So like I can start talking to you and say, "Hey, whoa, buddy, can you ease up on me? I didn't want to do this. This was something forced upon me." And,
like
then I run away. You know what I'm saying? And then I do that.
Dude, yeah, but. Probably 7.
This is the guy that said that I could run around in a ring for Mike Tyson for a couple of rounds. So I'm thinking, I would say, yeah, probably 8, 9. Skills for skills. If he was in shape, 10. I'm not beating him.
Yeah, if I'm in shape, it'll be rough.
It is.
Ooh, box talk. Is the fearless Papa Plum walking out with you?
No. Papa Plum's not going to be there.
Okay.
And this is for 2 reasons.
Okay.
Number 1.
This is nice. I get a question I don't really know the answer to at all.
Papa Plum doesn't have a passport. So.
That's right, to the UK. I forgot. It's overseas.
So when I
forgot about that. Because the other fight was supposed to be...
And think about how many Americans, like people that are in the UK don't know this. Americans don't just think of it as a priority to get a passport.
Right.
We don't travel internationally a lot.
No.
You know?
No.
And when I talked to my dad about this, he goes, I need me a passport. I ain't never had one of them. Like, how do I go get one? I just go to post office. It was going to be way too much of a complication to get it expedited. But also, I know my dad.
Yeah.
And my dad is on the ready, we'll say, at any point.
Yeah.
I've said this, think of John Fury. Think of Greg Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in between them is my dad. So if something is said about me, if something is done, he's on the ready, and it may become a little bit of a distraction.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't need that in my first one.
Correct.
If I ever were to continue going on, and I could have people around him, maybe you, like, all right, Papa Plum, let's calm down. That might be different, but for the first one, I think it'd just be better if he's at home.
Yeah.
For everybody's sake. Not maybe for your guys' sake, because you guys want to see the John Fury and the Greg Paul and the whole thing. Yeah. But I just can't.
I love it because it is the fearless Papa Plum.
I know, literally.
Yeah.
I can't have him doing crazy stuff. We'll just say that.
Ooh, Gabriel.
Yeah.
How much did your daily routine change with preparing for a fight versus your normal daily life? And just comparing that to, like, because for me, obviously, a big drastic change, but for you,
massive.
Boxing life compared to regular life.
Massive. It's you know what? It's crazy because it's almost flipped everything. Before I started doing YouTube, I, was an athlete.
Yeah.
That had a coach.
Yeah. That
didn't think very much other than like whatever I'm doing, like in football is what I played. I do what coach says. I do the workout coach says. I go to this place because coach says. I go to class because coach says.
Right.
I had to get away from that to become an analyst and a commentator. I had to do a lot of thinking and a lot of preparing and all these things in different scenarios. It's what makes me good at YouTube is that I'm an over-analyst at pretty much every aspect of my life. It makes me really, really good at what I do because I overanalyze editing, content, the content I make, the fighter itself, the fight itself, whatever, right? That had to change. I was not going to, and I won't be successful as a boxer if I'm just thinking all the time about every little thing that I can change, be, whatever. And also, obviously, I showed you a picture. I was a fat ass.
You look like me now.
It's crazy because I've never been like really out of shape, and it creeps up on you.
Yeah.
Like out of nowhere. And then you see a picture. I'm not going to show the picture because I'm in my underwear.
Yeah.
But it is pot belly, titties out, neck long, no shoulders, looking like a pole that had been melted in the sun. Like that's what it looked like. Like half the pole has been melted. So that I showed you.
Yeah.
And you were seeing me in the gym. You're like, oh, okay. Like you're in better shape than maybe I've been since you've known me.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because even when we went to creator class, the first one.
Yeah, no, you were in this kind of shape. You were in this kind of shape.
I was a stick. I was just like, and nothing happened. It was like the kid from, the kid from Little Giants.
Yes,
that was me. Yeah, that was me. So I'm obviously a lot bigger now, a lot more healthy. My body fat is reduced drastically. So my daily routine is a lot of gym stuff, a lot of listening to coach, implementing stuff that way. And honestly, it's hard to do content. I'll be real with you guys. Like it is really hard to do everything else I have to do, and it should. I'm talking a lot, but it's not hard compared to like what pro fighters and real fighters do.
Right.
But just to change everything like that, to be couch potato this, but very locked in mentally to this.
I would say what's hard is the focus.
Yeah.
Because you have this thing that's the priority and a single focus.
You lose interest.
And requires your creative energy.
I lose interest. Legitimately. I'm like, I don't give a crap.
Yeah.
I'm like, because I have this going on.
Right.
This becomes the most important thing. This becomes, okay, I have to do it because it's mine.
And you hear about content creators talking about, like, they try to say it's very difficult in comparison sometimes to a regular job. What they're saying, not difficult in the terms of like overall stress and quality of life. I think it's the creative part of it because you have to be a creative, which requires interest, desire, where sometimes you can do a job and not have to be creative in that sense, depending on your job. Right?
Physically demanding, mentally demanding, but again, depending on the job, it can be the same boilerplate stuff sometimes, whereas YouTube, you do have to constantly keep interest of people, right? And
right. And you got to be interested.
Think
about how much of your own content, even before boxing, when you were disinterested and you didn't care as much, you don't want to do it,
bro.
Right?
Yeah. I won't. There are times where I just won't make a video because there can be a bunch of stuff to talk about. I just don't care.
Literally, like me.
Yeah.
Like that's my constant battle. Now I'm obviously in the place where like the dojo is my full, focus, and then the content that I make is like it's only when I care about it. So like that's why you see me doing this video now. So I'm like I care about this. This is cool. This is important to me. I'm interested. So then I'll make the content. Dodo, did you like? There's a lot of pros though. I feel like with you because you're getting the physical side of things.
I'm getting a wart. That's crazy. I hadn't had a wart since high school football. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's from I don't know.
It is from the raps and everything else.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Okay.
He's trying to. But would you say like you're like obviously you're looking forward to fighting, but like the routine change? Is there stuff that you're gonna keep? You think after?
Sure. I read a quote
after you're fighting.
Someone it said, by the way, rest in peace. We just saw Paul Bama obviously pass.
Oh yes.
Big in the influencer boxing community. I saw somewhere where someone said, I don't know who the quote's from. One of the best things you can do for your health is train like a boxer. Cardiovascular health, your mental health, physical, all that. One of the worst things you can do is fight.
Right.
That's why when I'm done with this, I can take the stuff that I do, maybe in preparation, maybe not so much the sparring and stuff, but the bag work, mitt stuff, the punching, the cardiovascular exercise. I'm gonna keep doing that because it's difficult. It does shred your body up, and I've been doing this for less than 2.5 months.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it's crazy how quickly. If you guys are wanting to know, like, maybe you don't want to box, but you want to get in shape, go to your local gym and see what the guys that are boxing do. You don't have to spar or do any of that stuff. Maybe if you want the experience, but hitting the bag for 3 minutes. Shadow boxing intensely for 3 minutes, like the jump ropes, the other stuff. That stuff will get you in crazy shape. I'll keep doing that.
Yeah, for sure. Because on like routine change, like me, obviously, since I teach martial arts, I'm constantly training. Not at the intensity of you would in a fight camp, you know, but I'm training and constantly trying to improve and stuff. But for you were like not zero. So like I think looking from my point of view, obviously the fight, the financial side of it, and like the event of actual fighting is going to have a big impact on your life in general. But I personally think the training, just the regimen, is going to have a more impact on your life than the fight. Like regardless of the fights or whatever, like
it
all those have an impact.
It snapped me out of like a 10-year nothing spell.
Yeah.
Very in shape up until 2015, 2016. 8 years of nothing, essentially. Now, being like, oh, this is what this looked and felt like. I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot. And now I'm a freaking,
bro.
you know.
Unit, dude.
It's a good thing I got the Chloe concept, because people's mothers would be falling out right now.
Great follow-up question. Good segue. From K. When is Rebound 2 coming out, and will Sensei be still... Okay, JK, LOL. Next.
Rebound 2 is never coming out, dude. Ever. We're never rebounding that.
When will the breakdown be back? We are back. Look at us. Okay? Oos.
We back.
From Shaz, would you ever do a tag team?
For sure.
That would be dope.
For sure. I think
because now we're in the same weight class, dude. We can do it.
We're in the same weight class, and now I'm actually boxing. The reason that we would never have done it before is because, like, it would just be me tagging out immediately.
Bro, we could do it. We could do it.
But now,
legitimately,
we could actually do it. Like, even, I'm saying right now, but just imagine if I keep doing it and get a little better, and he gets in a little bit of, well, you don't even have to get in shape, because you can just tag me out every so often.
Yeah, let's go, bro. We good.
So, honestly, 100%. I'd be down now. I was a little hesitant before, because I don't want to speak for us as a group, because it would just be me, like, behind his shoulder, be like, yeah, we'll do it, yeah. But now I can, like, somewhat confident be like, yeah.
You've been training.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Julian, fantastic question. Why is MJ so clearly the GOAT over LeBron?
Stop.
We're not getting into this.
Bron's 40, by the way. Still balling. 40.
We're not getting into this. We're not going to get into this.
I'm just saying, he's 40, dude. 40. Did he just break some other record the other day? What are we doing with the Drew Brees edit, dude?
Great
I'm sick
question.
of this, bro. It's not even a question. It's just
question from the question man.
Unknown just puts the gif of Drew Brees. It's not even a question, dog. You know what? Neck length has to be some kind of virtue, dude. I can see over a lot of people, all right? I'm going to choose to overlook that. That's what I'm going to do.
Final question from Vessel. Perfect way to end the Q&A here. Well, I may have a question after. With a neck that long, is it even possible for him to be KO?
It's actually a detriment.
Yeah, bro.
It's really a detriment. Like, to have something this long. I should get more credit for boxing with this long a neck.
Because you just like not even get your shoulder. You have to get like your trap.
No, you have to like get you have to like displace your whole rib cage and then come forward. It has to be like this. You know what I mean? Like I have to be here. You know what I mean? It's bullshit. Here's the thing. If I had a neck this long, why don't I have a compartment to shrink it down in? I have to walk around like this just to be at your level.
You definitely have like extra vertebrae or something.
It's either that or my shoulders are just so underdeveloped for a child. Look at you. You got no neck. You got that Samoan neck, dude.
You built like that, bro.
You got 2 chins though, so that's good for you. You got your
I do, bro. I do, bro. That baby weight, bro.
Dude, I do too. Look. Yeah, dude. Keep making fun of my neck and whatever. Hopefully it shrinks one day. I don't know. What's the question you have?
Dude, I don't know. It's hard to think about. I'm trying to think of a question about. I feel like I know too much. Okay.
I like what you do with your hands there. I like that. That's a little, you know. You getting real close to that camera with your hairline showing. The people gonna see.
Damn, the paint's still there, bro. We out here. Oh, he's better than usual. Not gonna lie.
Trip to Turkey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't even need one.
Come on, do this.
I'm gonna go my man in the water.
No, all the way. Let me see.
Nah. That was the glare.
What's the question? Hit me. What you saying, dude? Don't make me freaking pull the shoulders out.
Okay.
Don't make me freaking do it one time. That ain't even the lighting doing that. That's just pure raw.
Okay.
Bro, we out here. What you mean?
The biggest mental obstacle that you're either have gone through, going through,
we talked about
or
it today.
You think you will go through.
Now
that you know, like you're fighting, bro.
Yeah, it's the idea of changing. Like I said this on my channel, people made fun of me for it, and I get why. But I feel myself changing a bit.
Yeah.
You know, I feel myself being a little colder to people, being a little bit more distant, and I don't know. Like I don't even from my YouTube. I feel myself becoming more like, I don't know if it's introverted or what it is, but just being more locked into what I'm doing and less caring and less like of what I genuinely value as a person of myself.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to be that way. It's just, I think it's hard to kind of balance for me right now. And I know that I'll get better with it.
Yeah.
But I'm very locked into what I'm doing. So when it was YouTube and I just started YouTube, everybody else went, get away from me because I'm working on something here. This is growing. Yeah. And honestly, people won't know this, but I had to kind of distance myself from people and really lock into the YouTube. Yeah. Yeah. And that's not necessarily great, but then I learned how to balance both. Right. And now I added fighting in, and it gives me a little taste of being an athlete again. Yeah. And I start to get that confidence. Oh, you the man again. Yeah. Oh, you getting ripped up again. You feeling like, and it takes me back to when I was, athlete, whatever. But also, there's a seriousness to it that I take very seriously. Yeah,
regardless of the magnitude of how it can affect your career.
Yeah, of course.
But because of how dangerous it is.
That's the danger has made me very hyper aware of like making sure I'm dedicating as much time as possible, which means again, not being around family, not, being in California, not being around, for all that stuff. Again, not saying in any way, shape, or form I'm sacrificing more than anybody else. It's not nothing. Yeah. But just for me, it's different. And the most difficult part is being away from family, is knowing I'm not being the best boyfriend, son thing, whatever I can be, because I don't know how to balance it yet. Because I can't use the excuse of being like, well, no, I'm not doing that because I got to fight. That's bull. Yeah, that's BS. Yeah. But I'm right now knowing I can't use that as an excuse. I also know I'm not doing it because I'm so here, and I just
I would say that even with YouTube, right? When you were like locked in, I feel like there's still, it may be different for you, but I guess that's a question. At times you're able to be like, okay, let me step away for a moment. But with a fight, you can't escape the fact that you have a fight booked and you know you're going to be fighting. Like, it's always there.
It's definitely, yeah. And when you say always there, it really is always there. You've talked to me about this, but it's there when I'm eating. It's there when I'm making YouTube videos. It's there when I'm in the ring. It's there when I'm training. It's there when I'm talking to my girlfriend. It's there when I'm talking to my mom. Like, in the back of my mind, I'll zone out in conversations. Yeah. Like we're talking, but I might not be there because I'm like, 16 days. Yeah. 20 days, 10 days. Flights this week. Yeah. Whatever I'm thinking about, and that's something I've never really had in the back of, like, you zone out in conversations, but that's never something I've really had that level of importance around. Honestly, like, I think back on my athletic career, I don't know if I've ever had something as important as this.
Yeah, that consumes that much. Yeah. Me either.
Yeah, like the seriousness of it, like you said, the life-changing potential of it, all that. I don't know that I've ever thought of something, and maybe it's just because I was not young and naive or whatever, but this feels like the most important thing I've ever done athletically, and the most difficult part is balancing it.
Yeah, part of it is because we're doing this like wrong, and what I mean by that is like influencers, boxers is typically a progression. So before you get to this point, you would have boxed, like, think about how many times you would have been, how many camps you would have had, right? How many weigh-ins you would have had, how many different opponents you would have had. So you would have had that all before you get to a fight of this magnitude. And we're just going straight to it. So a part of your mind goes, this isn't how it's supposed to be done. No. So for me, even when I was like fighting amateur MMA, like lower level, and it wasn't like the magnitude of these kind of events that I did, thank God I had that experience. But a part of me is camp. Like the reason I don't like, I would say I would rather fight, like someone's like, people like think it's crazy, or like, why would you want to do that and not prepare? Like this weekend, this Saturday you have a fight. Cool. I found it right now. Then it's like, okay, it's Saturday. It's like in 2 days.
You're not,
because like 3 months, the 6 month camp, or like a 4 month camp, 2 month camp. It's like now I have to have this thing that's going to interrupt everything, regardless of training. That's going to consume my personal peace for the next 2 months. And it's like when a fight's over and I don't have a fight, and that's why I like when people say like a fighter is done, like who you fighting next? Like, don't talk to me about who I'm fighting next, bro, because I've just now got this thing behind me. Win or lose, I've got this thing behind me, and now I'm like, I have some peace of mind. I don't have this date of this next violent thing that's going to happen where you're going to be locked in there with somebody to fight. And you don't have any experience either. So I was curious because I don't know, Mike, is it just me? I know other people like that level of consumption.
For sure.
Of your mental headspace.
That's why, honestly, like, I give a lot of credit, and this is part of the reason I did it, and we'll end on this, but Part of the reason I did this was to feel what it felt like for fighters, but also what it felt like for influencer fighters. Because this is the scene that I've been heavily in and we've been heavily in. Like, this gives you more respect for the KSIs, for the Jake Pauls, because I'm doing like a 10th of what they have to do as far as maybe even 100th. Like, KSI's got all this other stuff going on. He's got the family. He's got an empire of things. The pressure is ridiculously high, like way higher than I'm experiencing. Yeah. Fair play to them for how they handle it. It's my first one, so hopefully I handle it better if I ever do more of these. But yeah, that's it, man. The first fight is almost here. The Q&A. Appreciate you guys. Yes. Appreciate this guy obviously coming out. But yeah, you guys tune in January 18th, co-main event spot. Get it done, baby. We'll get it done. Knuckle sandwiches incoming.
Time for Fortnite. Who's?